Hello, my name is Emily Garcia, and today I'm going to be cooking country braised chicken, classic rice pilaf, and glazed pearl onions. Now for my mise en place, what I did was I gathered all of my materials for each recipe, and I got everything set up, so all I have to do is cook for you today. For example, I already have my chicken cut up, my flour mixture prepared, and then over to my rice, I have my onions ready, my butter in water going for my onions, my chicken broth boiling, and I already clarified my butter, and to have everything ready for my rice pilaf. So now all I have to do is put it together for you. So on the instructions for the final cooking video, it asks you what special equipment you would need to prepare this recipe. So I had to find a bunch of really big pots and really big pans, such as hotel pots and whatnot. And that's what I will be preparing my rice in, as opposed to the other aspects of my cooking today. I have a few saute pans and a few heavy bottom dish pans, basically the ones that are fatter. And then besides that, I've used cutting boards, I have used measuring cups and spoons. I'm breading my chicken as I explain all of this to you. This recipe, well, all three of them together are not very difficult. You just have to really put a lot of time into prepping for it. So as you see, I am flouring my chicken. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking it and I'm putting it in my mixture and moving it around so that it's all covered up. So when I go to fry it later, there won't be any naked spots, as I like to call them. So with the recipe, I didn't do anything to change it much. I didn't change anything from the onions or the rice. However, my family loves spicy food. I hate it, but they love spicy food. So since these are big portions, I figured I would make it to their specifications. So I might not get to eat this one, but somebody will, which is the good part. Now, my chicken is all breaded, and I'm gonna wash my hands. Gotta make sure I get all of the flour off, because you know, flour and then wet, it's not good. I made sure to use soap as to avoid cross-contamination. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put my cutting board in the sink and take my chicken on over to my cooking station and get my rice going. So now that I have everything going, we're gonna move the video on over to my cooking station. Sorry, Professor. Okay, so, hi, it's me. So we're gonna start with our onions. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the water, in the butter that I've warmed, with my, let me see, seem to have dropped the recipe. One moment. Pages 620. So with the onions, I went ahead and I added my onions, which are peeled. My whole butter was already in the water. And then sugar. Let me go ahead and put that on there. And then I'll do the salt and pepper to taste later. And let me go ahead and turn the volume up on that and get that going. Now, I've already went ahead and clarified my butter for my rice. And that is cooking in this pot over here. Just going ahead and mixing my onions and my butter all around, making sure everything is even. So while I go ahead and get some more of this together, if this recipe were to be made for 100 people, there would have to be a lot more preparation into this. Meaning, I used, I think, between 2 and 3 onions total for all of my recipes. You would need to get a ton of chicken broth. Well, chicken stock, my mistake. So, for a serving for, let me see. How many does this serve? For a serving of 6, it's about 4 quarts. I mean, it's about a quart of broth. So, for 100, you'd need a few gallons of chicken stock. So, with my classic rice, I've already heated my butter. And let me go ahead and add my oil, which I misplaced and got everything together as I stated earlier. Now I'm going to put this down, and now that that's going on, I have my broth, which is almost done boiling. And let me go ahead and add my rice, which is right here. And let that keep going. I'm going to go ahead and get a spoon so I can stir that around. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's getting all gooey. I'm actually really excited because I've never cooked rice before, so every day is a learning day. Let me go ahead and add my bay leaf. This is almost done boiling, so while that happens, I'm going to go ahead and go to my country braised chicken. Go ahead and get my pan, which I already have ready. I apologize if you can see my PJ pants. I just got off of work, didn't feel like getting fully dressed again. And let me see, pan fry the chicken in the butter and the olive oil. I have the olive oil prepared for this as well. Wanted to go ahead and walk over to my trash can to throw my trash away. I don't know if you can see, but my chicken stock is ready. And go ahead and put that in to my rice. And then I'll move this over here. I'm gonna move my onions up so I can better watch them. They're looking really, really good, which I'm excited for. And they smell very good too, which I'm super pleased with. I don't cook very often, so this is something fun for me. Let's see. Go ahead and stir my rice around a little bit more. I don't know if you can hear, but I turned my fan on as to not alert the neighbors and trying to not burn the house down. And now I'm going ahead and putting my olive oil in with my butter. And now I'm going to braise some chicken. So, earlier I stated missing place, what I went over to prep. So as you can see through the video, everything was already ready. I'm just kind of putting in what I need as I get to each step of the recipe. Materials that are needed to complete, like I said, pans, pots, nothing really special. Something that I had to learn is that you need to make sure you pull out your meat when you know you're going to be using it later. I unfortunately didn't pull it out until maybe a couple hours ago, so I was fighting with frozen chicken, so I had to use my microwave to thaw it. And then if this recipe was made again, I think I would find a way to use oregano, because oregano is my favorite spice as of right now. I just really started getting into it about a month ago, so I think I would like to find a way to include it. I'm super excited. My onions are starting to caramelize, and let me go ahead and fry a piece of chicken before I end my video. Now it's in there braising, and I hope you have a great summer. So you're not going to be able to see me put this in there, but I'm going to go ahead and add my onions once the video is over. Thank you so much, and have a great day.